6:41 in the ongoing race to win startups, money, and the benefits of driverless cars. Questions loom. Where will the tech land and who benefits?
Well, headlines out of Silicon Valley are signaling big deals, but experts say Michigan is still in it to win it.
7 Action News reporter Matthew Smith joins us live in Novi. Now, Matt, how is Michigan faring when it comes to driverless tech?
Well, pretty well if you think about it. It wasn't that long ago that we were hearing about doing away with steering wheels and pedals inside of General Motors vehicle. That's a big one. Obviously, they're one of the top when it comes to driverless vehicles. Now, you've all heard about Google and their driverless vehicle project. Now they call it Waymo, and they actually have a facility right here in Novi, Michigan. So a lot of things are happening, but make no mistake, this is competitive, and a lot of states are now stepping up to the table trying to take Michigan down and get the lead here.
It's going to have as much impact as when the first horseless carriages appeared 110 years ago.
John McElroy knows driverless cars will change the world. How soon?
It's right now, here today.
We already know Waymo, formerly known as the Google driverless car project, will start services with cars on the road in Phoenix this year. GM says cars without wheels or pedals come next year and will be on the road soon after. But with all of that, we see headlines time and time again highlighting California. So is Michigan behind? Well, McElroy says no.
When you look at the test tracks at the University of Michigan and at the American Center for Mobility, we're way out in front of any other state in that regard, and we're very competitive with other areas in the world.
But where we lack is startups, and with tech, that's where the money is. Last year, I introduced you to May Mobility, that Ann Arbor-based group that ran driverless cars for Quicken employees that ultimately ended up in Detroit's Amazon pitch. BMW just dumped upwards of $11 million into that group.
Those are great. But that's our biggest weakness. We don't have enough of these startups.
Now, a lot of people are naturally going to say, but we've been hearing so much about California. We've been hearing about the desert areas. Keep in mind, when you're talking about driverless technology, you're talking about a lot of things, including conditions. So Michigan, when you're talking about our weather, you're also talking about the snow. You're also talking about cold weather, things that you don't necessarily have to do. So eventually, we should see more and more testing here because driverless cars won't just be down in the south. They won't just be out in the west. They'll have to be everywhere. And that means challenging climates, temperatures, issues that you only see in areas like this. So Michigan will still have a big role to play even in the testing phase as we move forward. We're live this morning in Novi. Matthew Smith, 7 Action News.
Yeah, that's good to hear. I half expected you, Matt, to throw that handful of snow at the camera lens.
He's just waiting for a self-driving car to go by, and he'll whip it at that. Yeah.